Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Beth.
Welcome to Calvary Episcopal Church. We're going to tell you a little bit about where we are.
And who we are.
Batavia is about an hour's drive west of Chicago, a city that was named the most beautiful city in the world according to timeout.com in January 2025, and best big city in the U.S. for the past 8 years. It offers world-class museums, an abundance of professional sports teams, global dining experiences, festivals, and so much more. It really is a beautiful city, and it's easily accessible by train. You can pick up the train in nearby Geneva, just a 10-minute drive to the station.
Calvary Episcopal Church sits on the banks of the Fox River, a very beautiful and special valley. There are towns all along the Fox River such as Elgin, St. Charles, Geneva, Aurora, and of course Batavia.
Elgin was home to the famous Elgin clocks and watches. St. Charles, Geneva, and Batavia all have wonderful restaurants and shops. We've got strong schools, we value the arts and our public libraries, and we are surrounded by the beauty of nature. The Fox Valley Park District maintains about 48 miles of interconnected trails for biking, hiking, walking. The Fox River Trail, Illinois, runs from Algonquin down to Oswego, about 38 miles. That's nearly 86 miles of trail in the area. How about a picnic by our Fabian Windmill, an historic Dutch-style windmill from the mid-1800s?
The story of Calvary Episcopal Church begins in 1842, when Batavia, Illinois was still a fledgling settlement. Presiding was none other than Illinois' first Episcopal bishop, Philander Chase. They first met in the home of Emmeline Derby. Her house still stands today on the southwest corner of Batavia Avenue and McKee Street. Little did those gathered know they were planting seeds that would blossom into Calvary Episcopal Church, a spiritual anchor for generations.
Originally, Calvary Church was a wooden church and was constructed in 1856, but a tornado soon swept it away. In 1879, John and Mary Van Noortwyk gifted the parish a beautiful stone church, debt-free and built for all generations.
Calvary Episcopal Church has had its share of colorful personalities, such as the Reverend William Steele, who arrived in 1882. He famously pedaled between services on a high-wheeled tricycle and ran night schools for Swedish immigrants.
Another legendary figure was Miss Fanny Wade, a Sunday school teacher, organist, and the church's heartbeat in the early 20th century. On one memorable day, her teenage bellows boy fell asleep during a sermon, and Miss Fanny had to dash back to wake him in time for the offertory.
Within its walls, Calvary hosted recitals, club meetings, and served as a polling place on election days.
Through World War II and the post-war years, the church flourished. In the 1950s, under the energetic leadership of the Reverend Alan Hingston, Calvary celebrated its 100th anniversary with liturgies, a community banquet, and even a parish-led Gilbert and Sullivan review.
Then came Father Samuel Blackard in 1959. His arrival humorously marked by moving boxes that had whiskey labels on the outside. On the inside were plates and dishes carefully wrapped. A beloved figure, he energized both parish and community life.
Sadly, Father Blackard died in 1970. The parish honored his memory with a carillon whose chimes still mark each noon hour at a local park that bears his name. In 1975, the Reverend Drury Green arrived and became the longest-serving rector in Calvary's history.
In 1989, Father Green married Linda Ludensdorff in the sanctuary. 2 years later, she was ordained a priest herself, and the Greens became a clergy team leading Calvary.
In 1992, Calvary celebrated 150 years since the first Episcopal service in Batavia. Parishioners dressed in 1840s attire, used period recipes for the celebration brunch, and worshipped with the 1789 Book of Common Prayer.
Calvary has also given back generously. Over the decades, the church has supported local and regional charities, from the Batavia Food Pantry to Hesed House for the homeless.
We love our 19th century church, the beautiful organ, wooden pews, and stained glass windows.
We worship the risen Christ and pray each Sunday to help us become a transforming light within our parish and within the community.
From its humble beginnings in a pioneer home to a thriving parish, Calvary's story is one of endurance, faith, and community. It is a testament to generations of men, women, and children who built, rebuilt, taught, served, gave, and prayed, each chapter adding to a rich and inspiring history.
Thanks for watching.
And we hope to see you at Calvary Episcopal Church.